Hey everybody, welcome to the 28th of February. It is 2025. I want to talk about the real estate inventory currently. 503 active listings, all of Santa Clarita, about another 40 if you're going to include Acton and Agua Dulce. Into that, in the 540s currently. We've seen that number start to increase about mid-January. Now we're getting just past mid-February. Another thing that I'd like to report to both you sellers and buyers out there are the massive amounts of price reductions. 58 properties have actually had their prices reduced in the last 7 days. Of the 60, there's three of those that have had price increases. These are probably anomalies. A couple of those are actually new properties as well, something that's not very typical in this particular market. Now, as far as real estate goes, here in the coming weeks, we're going to watch as the buyer drive is going to be heightened. I'm starting to see news reports of interest rates being at the lowest level for 2025. And yes, they did come down just a little bit. But again, to be able to get those numbers, you definitely want to talk to your real estate lender and find out where you fit accordingly in that particular mix. In addition to that, you sellers out there, if you've been on the market for over 30 days and haven't entertained a price reduction, that might not be a bad strategy. You don't have to go completely nuts with it. Just look at the comparables and see if there's anything that actually closed since you put your house on the market. And then also make sure your agent's monitoring those properties that are actually getting ready to expire from the sold data, which is approximately 6 months. So if your agent's able to pull up a listing that you were using for the original comparable value when you were pricing your residence, and it's getting close to that 6 month expiration date that typically appraisers use, and there's plenty of other inventory priced less, definitely a price reduction should be a primary strategy for you at the time, because once you get into escrow, once that appraiser starts looking at your value, and if in fact your value and the way that your house is outfitted isn't much different from those other comparables that have longer to go before they actually expire from that appraisal chart, you're going to be actually hurting if in fact your appraisal doesn't come in for the price that those particular buyers were willing to pay for your residence, unless you put something into contract that basically states that the buyer is going to pony up for any kind of difference in the value. That's not this current market. However, maybe in the next coming months, our market will transform into that, as we saw in the last couple of years. But we'll have to keep you posted on that. Make sure you go to SantaClaritaOpenHouses.com. I do my blog every day, so you'll be able to see the most current real estate information. And my YouTube channel is at First Responder Realtor. I'm Connor with Honor. We'll see you in the next one.